My beloved child, my child, I have brought you here for a reason that goes beyond what your eyes can see and your mind can fully understand. You may think this moment is ordinary, but I tell you that nothing about your life is without purpose when you place your trust in me. Every step you have taken, every road you have walked, every delay that frustrated you, and every unexpected turn that confused you has been seen by me from the very beginning. I have never lost sight of you, and I have never forgotten the promises I have placed over your life. My child, there have been times when you wondered why doors closed in front of you, and why the answers you desperately wanted seemed to remain silent. You questioned your own path, your own strength, and sometimes even my presence. Yet even in those moments when your faith felt weak and your heart felt tired, I was carrying you through places where you could not walk alone. What looked like rejection was often my protection. What looked like delay was often my preparation. I was arranging things in ways that you could not yet understand. My beloved child, do not believe the voice that tells you that you are forgotten or left behind. That voice does not speak my truth. I know your name, I know your fears, I know your hopes, and I know every prayer that has remained hidden in the silence of your heart. Before you spoke a single word, I already understood your needs. Before your tears fell, I had already seen them. Before your questions formed, I already had a plan prepared for your future. My child, the burdens you have carried for so long have not been invisible to me. The moments when you smiled in front of others while secretly fighting battles inside your heart have all been known to me. I have watched your perseverance, your quiet endurance, and your desire to keep going even when everything around you felt uncertain. I have been closer than you realized, surrounding you with my presence even when you could not feel it. My beloved child, this message is a reminder that your story is still unfolding. Do not judge the ending by the chapter you are living today. There are blessings you have not yet seen, relationships you have not yet encountered, opportunities you have not yet imagined, and moments of joy that are already being prepared for you. I am working in places beyond your sight, moving hearts, opening paths, and arranging circumstances according to my perfect timing. My child, when fear whispers that nothing will change, remember that my power is greater than every obstacle standing before you. When doubt tells you to give up, choose faith instead. When disappointment tries to settle into your heart, lift your eyes and remember that I am still with you. I do not abandon those who seek me sincerely, and I do not forget those who call upon my name with trust and humility. My beloved child, today I ask you to keep your heart open and your faith alive. Continue walking, even if the path seems uncertain. Continue believing, even if the answers seem delayed. Continue praying, even if the silence feels long. Because I am still working, still guiding, still protecting, and still preparing something greater than you can imagine. You did not arrive here by accident. I brought you here with purpose, with love, and with a plan that reaches far beyond this moment. And in the days ahead, you will begin to see that my hand has been with you all along.
My child, I have seen every tear that has fallen from your eyes, even the ones that no one else noticed. I have heard the silent prayers you whispered when your heart was too heavy to speak aloud. There were nights when you lay awake carrying burdens that seemed impossible to explain, and there were moments when you smiled in front of others while hiding the pain deep within your soul. Do not think for a single moment that I was absent during those times. I was with you in every heartbeat, every breath, and every step you struggled to take. My child, you have wondered why your prayers seemed delayed and why the answers did not come when you expected them. You looked around and saw others moving forward while you felt as though you were standing still. At times you questioned your purpose, your worth, and even whether I was listening to your cries. But I tell you now that my silence has never meant my absence. Even when you could not see me working, my hands were already shaping circumstances that would one day reveal my faithfulness in ways beyond your imagination. My beloved child, the pain you have carried has not been meaningless. Every challenge has been strengthening your spirit, teaching you endurance, wisdom, and compassion. The trials that tried to break you have also been preparing you for responsibilities you could not yet see. There are lessons that can only be learned through perseverance, and there are blessings that require a heart refined by patience. I have been molding your character even when you believed nothing was changing. My child, I know the disappointment that settled into your heart when doors closed unexpectedly. I know the sting of rejection you experienced and the loneliness that followed when people failed to understand you. I know the promises that were broken, the trust that was damaged, and the hopes that seemed to fade away. None of these moments escaped my attention. I collected every sorrow, and I remained beside you through every storm, even when you felt completely alone. My beloved child, never measure my love by your circumstances. The difficulties around you are not proof that I have forgotten you. My love remains constant in every season, whether you stand on the mountain or walk through the valley. There are battles from which I quietly protected you without your knowledge. There are dangers I turned away before they ever reached your path. There are blessings I delayed because I was preparing something far greater than what you originally asked for. My child, when your strength seemed gone, I became your strength. When your hope grew dim, I continued holding your future securely in my hands. Even in your weakest moments, when your faith felt no larger than a whisper, I remained faithful to my promises. I never stopped watching over you, and I never stopped working for your good, even when the process seemed slow and the answers remained hidden from your eyes. My beloved child, release the belief that your suffering has defined your destiny. Your pain is not your identity, and your setbacks are not the final chapter of your story. What you have endured has shaped you, but it will not destroy the purpose I have placed within you. The scars you carry today will one day become reminders of my faithfulness, and the valleys you have crossed will become testimonies of my guidance and mercy. My child, I am preparing your heart for what lies ahead, teaching you to trust beyond what you can see and to believe beyond what you can understand. Even now, while questions remain unanswered and uncertainties still surround you, my hand continues to move in ways hidden from human sight. Every detail is being arranged with care, every step is being guided with wisdom, and every delay is serving a purpose that will become clear in its appointed time. So do not allow discouragement to take root within your spirit, because even now I am quietly opening paths that you cannot yet see, softening hearts you thought would never change, and arranging moments that will arrive exactly when you need them.
My child, I am opening doors before you that no person can shut, and I am closing doors that were never meant to lead you into my purpose. Do not be discouraged by what you have lost, because many of the things that left your life were making room for something far greater than you could imagine. You have looked at certain situations with sadness, believing they were the end of your hopes, but I tell you they were only the beginning of a new path that I have carefully prepared for you. What seems like an ending in your eyes can become the doorway to a blessing that changes everything. My child, I know you have been praying for change. You have asked me for opportunities, for peace, for restoration, and for answers that seem delayed. You have wondered if your prayers are still rising before me, and whether your waiting has any purpose at all. Hear my voice today and let your heart be strengthened, because not a single sincere prayer has been forgotten. Every word spoken in faith has been heard, and every tear shed in hope has been remembered. I have not ignored your cries, and I have not abandoned the plans I have for your life. My beloved child, there are moments when my work is hidden beneath the surface, just as a seed grows in silence before it breaks through the ground. The world may see nothing happening, but beneath what is visible, life is forming, strength is growing, and the foundation for something beautiful is being established. Do not judge your future by what you see today. Trust that I am working even when everything appears still, because my timing is perfect and my plans are complete. My child, prepare your heart for unexpected blessings. The opportunity you thought would never come may appear when you least expect it. The answer you believed was impossible may arrive through a path you never considered. The encouragement you desperately needed may come from a surprising source. I am not limited by human expectations, and I am not restricted by earthly obstacles. I can create a way where no way seems possible, and I can bring light into places that have known only darkness. My beloved child, do not allow fear to stop you from stepping into the future I am preparing. Fear speaks of failure, but my truth speaks of hope. Fear tells you to remain where you are comfortable, but my purpose often calls you to walk forward in faith before you can see the full picture. You do not have to understand every detail before taking the next faithful step. Trust that my hand is guiding you, even when the road ahead is not fully visible. My child, remember the victories I have already brought into your life. Think of the moments when you believed there was no solution, yet somehow a way appeared. Remember the times you lacked strength, but still found the courage to continue. Those moments were not accidents. They were reminders that my presence has always surrounded you, sustaining you through every season and carrying you through every challenge. My beloved child, refuse to let disappointment become the voice that shapes your future. The failures of yesterday do not define the possibilities of tomorrow. The mistakes you regret are not greater than my mercy, and the obstacles before you are not greater than my power. Lift your eyes beyond your present circumstances and remember that I see the complete picture while you see only a small part of the journey. There is purpose in your waiting, wisdom in your preparation, and blessing in your perseverance. My child, continue walking with faith, continue speaking words of hope, and continue believing that I am making a way before you. Even now, while you wonder how everything will come together, I am arranging details beyond your sight, placing the right people in your path, removing hidden dangers, opening opportunities at the right moment, and preparing blessings that will arrive in ways you never expected. And as these doors begin to open, you will slowly understand that every delay, every unanswered question, and every difficult season was leading you toward the place I had planned for you from the very beginning.
My beloved child, Do not let fear become the voice that guides your decisions or the shadow that follows your every step. I have not called you to live in constant worry, but to walk with confidence in my presence and trust in my promises. The fears that fill your mind may seem powerful, but they are not greater than my wisdom, my love, or my ability to lead you through every challenge. When uncertainty surrounds you and your heart begins to tremble, remember that I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever, and my faithfulness does not change with your circumstances. My child, I know the questions that weigh heavily on your heart. You wonder if you will have enough, if your family will be protected, if your dreams will ever come to pass, or if the burdens you carry will finally be lifted. I hear every silent concern before it is ever spoken aloud. I understand every hidden struggle that no one else can see. Even when your faith feels small and your strength seems almost gone, I am still holding you securely in my hands. You are never outside of my care, and you are never beyond my reach. My beloved child, fear often whispers that you are alone, but that whisper is not my truth. I have walked beside you through every valley and stood with you through every storm. There were moments when you believed you had survived by your own strength, but it was my unseen hand supporting you, giving you courage when your heart wanted to give up. The battles you overcame were not won by chance. My presence surrounded you, even when your eyes could not recognize it. My child, release the weight of trying to control everything. There are burdens you were never meant to carry alone. You spend precious energy worrying about tomorrow while forgetting that I am already there, preparing the way before you. I know the path ahead better than anyone else because I have already seen every step. Trust that my timing is not late and my plans are not incomplete. Even when events unfold differently than you expected, I continue working for purposes greater than your understanding. My beloved child, do not compare your journey with the journey of others. What I am doing in your life is unique to the calling I have prepared for you. Some blessings require patience, some lessons require waiting, and some victories can only be appreciated after seasons of endurance. If another person seems to move ahead while you remain in preparation, do not lose heart. Your value is not measured by someone else's progress, and your future is not determined by someone else's timeline. My child, every challenge you face is shaping your character and strengthening your faith. The obstacles before you are not signs that I have abandoned you, but opportunities for you to discover that my strength is greater than your weakness. When you cannot see a way forward, continue trusting me one step at a time. Faith is not the absence of questions, it is the willingness to keep walking while believing that I am still leading you. My beloved child, guard your thoughts carefully, because what you continually believe will influence how you live. Replace despair with hope, replace doubt with trust, and replace fear with confidence in my promises. Fill your heart with gratitude for what I have already done, and let remembrance strengthen your faith for what is still to come. Speak life instead of defeat, and refuse to let negative voices drown out the quiet assurance that I place within your spirit. My child, there is more ahead than what you have left behind. The future I am preparing is filled with opportunities to grow, to bless others, and to experience my goodness in ways you have not yet imagined. So keep your eyes fixed on me, keep your heart steady through every trial, and keep moving forward with quiet confidence. Because even now, I am arranging unseen details, removing obstacles before they reach you, opening paths that seemed impossible, strengthening you for responsibilities you have not yet encountered, and gently leading you toward the purpose that has been waiting for you since before you ever knew my name.
My child, I am preparing you for a transformation that reaches far deeper than outward success or temporary comfort. The work I am doing within your heart is shaping the person you are becoming, and every lesson, every challenge, and every unexpected turn has a purpose that extends beyond what you can currently see. Do not think that your waiting has been wasted or that your struggles have no meaning. Even in the quiet seasons, I have been strengthening your spirit, refining your character, and teaching you to trust me in ways that will carry you through every chapter still to come. My child, there have been moments when you looked at yourself and only saw weakness, mistakes, and unanswered questions. You focused on what was missing instead of recognizing the quiet growth that has already taken place within you. But I see beyond your doubts. I see the courage that kept you moving when you wanted to give up. I see the compassion that grew through your pain. I see the wisdom that developed through your disappointments. I see the quiet faith that continued to seek me even when the answers seemed delayed. My beloved child, let go of the belief that your past has the authority to define your future. The failures that still trouble your thoughts do not determine the plans I have prepared for you. The regrets you carry are not greater than my mercy, and the wounds you remember are not greater than my ability to bring healing and restoration. Do not allow old chains to hold your heart captive when I am calling you into freedom, hope, and renewed purpose. My child, there are habits I am gently asking you to release, burdens I am inviting you to lay down, and fears I am encouraging you to surrender. Some things must be left behind so that your hands are free to receive what I have prepared for you. Holding tightly to bitterness, resentment, or hopelessness only delays the peace that I desire to place within your heart. Choose forgiveness where it seems impossible. Choose patience when frustration rises, and choose faith when uncertainty surrounds you. My beloved child, transformation is not always sudden. Often it happens quietly, one faithful step at a time, one lesson at a time, one act of trust at a time. Just as a tree grows unseen beneath the soil before its branches stretch towards the sky, so too is your inner strength growing in ways invisible to others. Do not become discouraged because the progress feels slow. The strongest foundations are built with care, and the deepest roots are formed through seasons of waiting. My child, I have placed gifts within you that are meant to bless others as well as yourself. There is kindness within you that can comfort the broken. There is wisdom within you that can encourage the discouraged. There is strength within you that can inspire those who are losing hope. Never believe that your life has little value, because every act of love, every word of encouragement, and every moment of faithfulness can become part of a greater purpose than you realize. My beloved child, continue seeking truth with humility and continue walking with integrity even when no one is watching. The character you build in private will support the blessings you receive in public. Remain faithful in small responsibilities. Remain grateful for daily provisions, and remain patient when the road seems long. I see every quiet act of obedience, every sincere prayer, and every effort to choose what is right, even when it is difficult. My child, the season ahead will reveal changes that you cannot yet imagine. The burdens that once seemed permanent will begin to lose their power. The doubts that once held your mind captive will be replaced by renewed confidence, and the quiet work taking place within your heart will become visible in the way you live, the way you speak, and the way you love others. So keep trusting,
keep believing and keep moving forward with unwavering faith, because even now I am shaping your future with wisdom, strengthening your spirit for what lies ahead, opening unseen opportunities, restoring what has been broken in unexpected ways, and preparing your heart to receive blessings that will arrive in my perfect time.
My child, as you continue your journey, remember that I have never left your side, and I never will. The road ahead may still contain challenges, unexpected turns, and moments that test your faith, but you do not walk alone. My presence goes before you, walks beside you, and remains behind you as your protection. Even when the path seems uncertain, my purpose for your life remains firm, and my love for you remains unchanging. Lift your eyes beyond today's worries and trust that I am leading you toward a future filled with hope, wisdom, and grace. My child, do not allow yesterday's failures to steal tomorrow's possibilities. The mistakes you regret have not erased my plans for your life, and the disappointments you experienced have not canceled the purpose I placed within you. I see beyond your weaknesses and beyond your fears. I see the person you are becoming through every trial you have endured. What others may overlook, I value. What others may dismiss, I can use for something beautiful. Never believe that your story has reached its end simply because one chapter was difficult. My beloved child, continue to walk with kindness, humility, and compassion. The world often encourages anger and division, but I call you to reflect love, patience, and mercy. Let your words bring encouragement where there is despair. Let your actions bring hope where there is fear. Let your heart remain open to those who need comfort, because every act of genuine love becomes a light in places touched by darkness. The goodness you sow today may bear fruit in ways you never expect. My child, remain faithful in the quiet moments as well as the joyful ones. Continue praying when the answers seem delayed. Continue believing when circumstances appear impossible, and continue trusting when the road is hidden from your sight. Faith is strengthened not only through miracles, but also through perseverance. Every step you take in trust draws you closer to the purpose I have prepared for your life since before you understood my plans. My beloved child, guard your heart against bitterness and protect your mind from despair. Fill your thoughts with hope rather than fear, with gratitude rather than complaint, and with confidence rather than doubt. Do not allow temporary troubles to convince you that my promises have failed. Seasons change, storms pass, and darkness always gives way to light. My timing is perfect even when it does not match your expectations, and my wisdom extends far beyond what human understanding can comprehend. My child, never underestimate the power of your faith, even when it feels small. A sincere heart that continues to trust me through uncertainty carries a strength that cannot be measured by the world. The prayers you have offered in secret have been heard. The tears you have cried in silence have been seen. The hopes you continue to carry have not been forgotten. In ways you cannot yet perceive, I have been working through every circumstance, weaving together moments that will one day reveal my goodness and my faithfulness. My beloved child, when blessings begin to unfold in your life, remember to remain humble and grateful. Share your kindness freely, forgive generously, and extend compassion to those who are struggling. Let your success never distance you from your humility, and let your victories always remind you of the grace that carried you through your hardest seasons. The greatest strength is found not in pride, but in a heart that remains thankful and willing to serve others with love. My child, as this message comes to a close, carry these words with you wherever you go.
Do not be afraid of the future, because I am already there. Do not lose hope, because I am still working. Do not surrender to fear, because my love is greater than every obstacle before you. Walk forward with courage, with faith, and with confidence, knowing that every step taken in trust brings you closer to the purpose prepared for your life. May your heart remain filled with peace, your spirit strengthened with hope, and your path guided by wisdom each day. Remember always that you are deeply loved, you are never forgotten, and my faithful presence will remain with you through every season until the very end.